It's time for business news with Richard Southern. And Richard, a popular fast food chain is getting set to serve up breakfast for the first time in decades.
Yes, Erica, hello. There is a lot of money in breakfast right now when you're talking about fast food, and Wendy's wants in on it. Wendy's is hoping to eat McDonald's and Tim Hortons lunch with breakfast. The chain is going to start selling breakfast in Canada for the first time ever at all its stores this spring. Wendy's, though, is promising a different take. In a news release today, it said to get ready to, quote, say goodbye to dry English muffins and stale breakfast sandwiches. Perhaps a hit there at the McDonald's and the Tim Hortons of the world. Instead, Wendy's says it's going to make made-to-order breakfasts featuring, fresh cracked eggs, bacon, and even biscuits, it says, quote, warm from the oven. The good economic news here is that the chain is looking to hire 1,600 workers across the country to add this new breakfast shift. We know there's a lot of money in this. Just last week, Tim Hortons said that its sales are getting back to pre-pandemic levels because it has done so well financially in that morning day part, Erica. So there you go. You get your Baconator and your breakfast together at Wendy's, I guess.
I'll never say no to another breakfast option. Okay, travel restrictions have been eased ahead of the March break, but those planning to leave the country should have the proper insurance in place first, Richard.
Right. I mean, with COVID still a thing, let's not forget, COVID's still a thing. You could get sick abroad, so you do have to think about insurance if you're one of the many who are planning a March break trip. The insurance situation is better now because the federal government rolled back testing and quarantine restrictions and lifted its blanket advisory on trips abroad. That blanket advisory prevented the insurance companies from offering COVID insurance. They now can. The move means insured travelers can get full coverage if they suffer a medical emergency on foreign soil because of COVID-19. If tourists test positive, they will still have to wait 10 days before returning to Canada, and that's a cost that they can have covered with trip interruption insurance. However, insurers continue to exclude the pandemic from their trip cancellation policy, so you still can't say, oh, I'm not going to go because COVID-19 can't do that. Do keep in mind as well that the Canadian government continues to warn against travel on cruises, and therefore it's tough to get insurance if you're going on a cruise. But Erica, according to the big travel agencies, they're seeing a big uptick in business for March break travel.
I would imagine. Okay, and finally, there appears to be no end in sight to the skyrocketing price of a home in the GTA, Richard.
Yeah, we know it's crazy. We talk about it all the time, but Royal LePage came out today, Erica, with some startling stats about the GTA housing market. Forgive me, this was RE/MAX. RE/MAX says that home prices are up 453% since 1996. 453% since 1996. RE/MAX says the average price in the GTA in 1996 was $198,000. Today, it's $1,095,000. And a report from the company, Erica, suggests that because immigration is expected to remain robust in the GTA, that this type of growth is going to continue. They're looking for the housing market to grow at about 7% per year. So good news, Erica. If we start to save right now, you and I, us millennials, we can probably afford a nice corrugated cardboard box in a few years. How about that?
Excellent. Great. Love it.
Good
Okay.
living.
Thanks, Richard. That's business editor Richard Southern.
Thanks.